Take a breath. No, really. Take a deep breath, because what I'm about to tell you will change the way you see someone in your life forever. Right now, in this very moment, there is someone younger than you carrying a secret so heavy it's becoming impossible to hold. This isn't a crush. This isn't admiration. This is love, real and raw and terrifying. And it's been growing in silence for longer than you could ever imagine. They never planned this. Love isn't something you schedule or control. It crept into their hearts slowly, like dawn breaking over a sleeping city, soft at first, then suddenly everywhere. One day, you were just someone interesting. The next, you were the person they thought about before sleep found them. Now, you're the reason their heart forgets its rhythm when you walk into a room. They've been watching you, not in a way that's strange, but in the way someone studies a constellation, trying to understand how something so far away can feel so close. They notice things about you that no one else sees. The way your voice softens when you talk about things you love. The way you carry pain with grace. The way you exist in the world with a depth that makes them want to dive in and never surface. Here's what you don't know yet to them. You are not just another person. You are proof that depth exists in a shallow world. While everyone around them feels like background noise, you feel like music they've been waiting their whole life to hear. When they're with people their own age, conversations feel like walking through fog, directionless and cold. But when they're with you, everything sharpens into focus. You don't talk down to them. You don't dismiss their thoughts because of their age. You listen like their words matter. And in a world that constantly tells them they're not enough yet, you make them feel seen. That's when it started, not with attraction. Though that came later, it started with safety. You became the one person around whom they could remove every mask, every defense, every pretense. They didn't have to be smarter than they are, tougher than they feel, or more experienced than they've lived. With you, they could just be. And that's where love quietly plants its roots. Your maturity doesn't intimidate them. It calls to something deep inside them, where others see an age gap. They see balance, where you have walked through fire and emerged with wisdom. They are still learning to hold the match. You are not older to them. You are deeper, and they want to learn to swim in those waters. Every single day, a war rages inside them, and you are both the cause and the cure. One voice whispers, "Tell them. Be honest. Give this truth a chance to breathe." Another voice screams, "They'll never see you as an equal." Your age will make them smile politely and walk away. This confession will destroy the one good thing in your life. So they've stayed silent. They've laughed at your jokes while memorizing the sound. They've stood beside you while fighting the urge to reach for your hand. They've acted casual while dying inside. But silence has a cost. Every conversation now feels like a performance. Every smile they give you hides a scream. Every night, they replay moments with you, searching for signs that maybe, just maybe, you feel this too. That time your eyes met for a second longer than necessary. That moment your hand brushed theirs and neither of you pulled away immediately. That laugh that seemed to mean more than humor. They've tried to move on. They went on dates, forced themselves to feel something for someone else. Anyone else, but every person felt like a placeholder. Every kiss felt like betrayal. Every attempt at connection only proved one devastating truth. It's you. It's always been you. And running from that is like running from their own shadow. There was one moment, one single moment, that broke every wall they had built. It happened recently. And you probably don't even remember it because to you, it was just another day. But to them, it was the day everything changed. Maybe you asked how they were doing and actually waited for the real answer, not the polite one. Maybe you shared something vulnerable about yourself, something raw and human. Maybe you looked at them, really looked at them, and for one brief second, they felt like they mattered not despite their age, but beyond it. In that moment, something inside them cracked wide open. They realized you weren't just someone they admired. You were someone who saw them, not as someone younger, not as someone less, but as a person worthy of your time, your trust, your truth. That moment destroyed every excuse they've been hiding behind. They can't keep pretending anymore. They can't keep suffocating this truth. They can't keep lying to you by omission every time they say goodnight without saying I love you. So they made a decision that terrifies them more than anything they've ever done. They're going to tell you, and they're going to do it soon. Before we continue to part 5, where I'll reveal exactly what they're planning to say to you. If you feel this story in your soul, show me by hitting that like button and subscribe. Because what comes next will either break your heart or change your life. They've planned this moment in their mind so many times it feels like a memory of something that hasn't happened yet. They're waiting for the right moment. Not perfect, just real. A moment when you're both alone, when the world feels quiet, when your heart might be open enough to hear what theirs has been screaming. Their hands will shake, even though they'll try to appear calm. Their voice will crack, even though they'll try to sound certain. And right before they speak, they'll think one last thought. Even if this ends us, at least I'll have been honest. Here's what they'll say. They'll start with acknowledgement. I know I'm younger. I know this might surprise you. I know you might not feel the same way. Then they'll get to the part that's been burning inside them. But I can't keep pretending this isn't real. What I feel for you isn't a phase. It's not confusion or naivety. It's not because I think you'll fix me or save me. It's because when I'm with you, I feel like the person I've always wanted to become. They'll pause, gathering courage for the hardest part. I've tried to ignore this. I've tried to want someone else. I've tried to convince myself this would fade. But every day, it grows stronger, and I realize something. Silence might protect me from rejection, but it's killing the most honest part of me. Here's what people misunderstand about this confession. They're not asking you to love them back right now. They're not demanding a relationship. They're not expecting you to have answers you don't have. What they're really asking for is much simpler and much braver. They want you to take them seriously, not as someone young making a mistake, but as a human being offering you their truth with trembling hands. They want honesty, even if it hurts. If you need time, they'll give you time. If you're scared, they'll understand fear because they're terrified too. If you feel something but you're not sure what, they'll sit in that uncertainty with you. But if you laugh, if you dismiss this as infatuation, if you treat their heart like it's less real because they're younger, that will break something inside them that may never fully heal. Because this isn't reckless. This is the result of months of questioning themselves, fighting themselves, trying to do the right thing. They know what people will say. They've imagined every judgment, every raised eyebrow, every whispered comment, but they've also imagined something else. They've imagined you saying, I felt it too, and I've been afraid to admit it. They've imagined you being brave enough to choose connection over convention. They've imagined a love that grows not despite the age difference, but beyond it. And that possibility, no matter how small, is worth risking everything. If you say yes, if you allow yourself to feel what's already there, something extraordinary begins to grow. This won't be a wild, chaotic love. It will be intentional, deep, achingly honest. You'll have conversations that peel back layers neither of you knew existed. They'll rise to meet your depth. You'll soften into their sincerity. The age gap that felt like a wall will dissolve into nothing because love doesn't measure itself in years. It measures itself in moments of true seeing. People will notice something different about you both. You'll carry a lightness you haven't felt in years. They'll carry a groundedness beyond their age. And when people ask what changed, you won't have words because what changed was everything and nothing. You just finally let yourself feel what was always there. But if you say no, if fear wins, they'll respect your choice. They won't beg. They won't make you responsible for their pain. They'll step back with whatever dignity they can gather. And they'll carry this quietly for the rest of their life. But even then, you'll remain the person who taught them what real connection feels like. The person who made them brave enough to speak their truth. The person who showed them that depth exists. Years from now, They'll still think of you, and some part of them will always wonder what could have been if both of you had been just a little braver. Right now, this very second, someone younger than you is standing at the edge of the most terrifying decision of their life. They're staring at their phone, wondering if tonight is the night. They're rehearsing words that feel too big for their mouth. They're shaking with a courage most people never find. This didn't happen randomly out of every person in this world. Out of all the souls they could have encountered, yours is the one that woke theirs up. You made them believe in depth. You made them brave. You made them want to become someone worthy of the connection they feel. And now the question comes to you. Will you be brave enough to see beyond age and into truth? Will you give this person a chance to prove that what they feel is real? Will you let yourself feel something unexpected? Something that doesn't fit in the boxes the world gave you? This is your moment. This choice will echo through both of your lives forever. Whatever you decide, let it be honest. Let it be kind. Let it be true. If this story moved you, if you felt every word in the center of your chest, if you see yourself somewhere in these words, then I need you to do something for me. Hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications, because stories like this, stories about the bravery it takes to love honestly, are what we explore here every single day. Then leave a comment and tell me your truth. Have you ever loved someone you thought you shouldn't? Have you ever been brave enough to speak it? Have you ever been the younger one or the older one in a moment like this? Your story matters to someone reading this right now. Welcome to Psychology Routine, where we don't just talk about emotions. We honor them. We hold them. We give them the space to be real.